You're missing that. You guys miss a lot when I shoot at night. You guys are not getting the full picture. Actually, you guys aren't getting a great picture during the day either. This is why I definitely want to upgrade to a high definition so I can get that clearer picture. And a good camera with good stabilization so that the camera won't shake as much and it will get more light. Thus, I can shoot at night and still get a very decent picture. There's a couple of sample videos on the internet. Granted that where they're shooting is in the middle of a street where there's plenty of lights from the city lights, but they're city lights no less. They're not studio lights. Studio lights provide the lighting that you need in order to shoot for film. But when you shoot just under regular circumstances like this, very low lighting, you only got a couple lights staring around here and there. You need a camera with good stabilization so that it can input as much of that light as possible. But if the camera is not stable, only very little light gets into the camera, and that's why it takes a very dark picture. Looking at the videos, sample videos, not bad. You could tell it's in the UK or somewhere in Europe, and there's a tram going by, and they're shooting this tram traveling down the street at night. And the picture was very nice, as if they were using some type of studio lights to kind of, professional lighting where they lit up the whole city to make it look sort of theatrical. It actually looked like a theatrical type lighting because it captured all available lighting. Now, places that I go aren't usually lit that well, but if I can get half of that quality, just half of that type of quality of picture, that would be awesome. The only problem is that the Lumia 920 is only available with AT&T. AT&T does not offer unlimited data. I need to have unlimited data. I can't do without it. That's why I went with Cricket. But come to find out, Sprint and T-Mobile offers unlimited data. I'm not too sure about Verizon. So Sprint is not going to have Windows Phone, so I'm going to go with T-Mobile. T-Mobile is backed by AT&T's money, because back when AT&T was could not purchase T-Mobile because of the antitrust and all that stuff. And there were some other things involved, lawsuits and all kinds of crazy bullshit, right? AT&T gave T-Mobile a lot of money, and T-Mobile took that money and ran with it and rebuilt a lot of their systems throughout the country. So now T-Mobile has probably a better network than AT&T does, whereas at one time AT&T had the better network. And they may not have the largest 4G coverage, but they had the largest coverage as far as talk time, and you can go anywhere and use a phone pretty much. At least use the phone part. As far as data is concerned, it seems like T-Mobile is up there with Verizon, and probably better, just because AT&T gave them all that money. But I still think AT&T probably has better coverage as far as phone is concerned. It's just standard phone, and they cover more frequencies because AT&T's been around since the analog days. So they got the analog channels plus the first digital channels all the way up, to 2G, 3G, PCI, so many more, 4G LTE, and they own all the channel B spots, I believe. On the analog side, they own channel AirTouch. Let me try and think about that for a second. No, LA Cellular was channel B, and AirTouch was channel A. So yeah, they own channel A of the analog channels. There was only 2 channels at one time. And in any given region, there was a different provider. Well, you know, AT&T bought out all the A channels. And now AT&T owns all the bells, and there you go. The rest is history. Usually there are more cars here, but the morning hasn't really started yet. All right, I'm gonna turn this thing off.